Hello and welcome to this presentation. You are going to be learning how to carry out foundation beam design and as well as detailed drawing using Tekla Structural Designer. If this is the first time you have come across our channel Soft Freezing Academy, consider subscribing to stay connected with us. Let us get started. The two common challenges you always encounter while designing and detailing foundation beam in Tekla Structural Designer are: number one, the modeling error of the foundation beams and detailed drawing setting. Stick to this video to the very end so you have good knowledge on how to resolve these two challenges and fix them successfully. Okay, so now I have a foundation beam modeled successfully at the foundation of this structure. All right, you can see. So now at the end of our modeling in Tekla Designer, we have to validate the model. All right, so you can see my columns as well as my foundation part base right here. If I click on the validate from here, you can see that on validate I'm having red crossed, which simply means my modeling is not okay. So I have to identify the challenges I'm having right here. I will expand the general tab right here, and then I can also expand the member over here. If I pull this way, you can see the information. So member has a support applied within the length of the beam. So you can see that along the length of these beams there is a support right here. So if I double click on this provision, it will actually point an arrow at the bottom constraint of the column showing me where I'm having modeling error. So what does this mean? I'm having a beam cutting across the bottom constraint of this reinforced concrete column, acting as a support to the column, while the column still have an additional support, which are the normal support right there. So these two supports we are clashing. So that is why it is an error. How do we correct this? We need to remodel this foundation beam to correct it. Okay, so this is the first challenge you always have while you are trying to model and design foundation beam in Tekla Structural Designer. So let us correct this. We'll correct it by removing or deleting all of these beams. So I will have to select these beams just like this, hold the control key so I can select multiple of it and then delete them. Then I will now show you how to model properly. Okay, I click on delete from here and then yes option or OK options to get rid of the beams successfully, just like this. So to start modeling, I need to navigate to the plan view. So I'll come to this provision right here, click right there. This has taken me to the plan view of the foundation layout. Okay, I will navigate and click on the validate again. Let's see if we'll still have these red crosses right there. I click on validate, so you can see that my validation is okay now without the beam. So let's us remodel the beam. We navigate to the modeling tab and then the beam right here. So we need to set the beams informations and then the classes and as well as the sections. We are just going by this. I think everything is good. Now when you want to model or draw your beams, okay, basically the foundation beam, okay, you have to draw it from column point to column point. Like I've picked the first point, the second point I have to double click to have it placed just like this. Then I'll now continue just like that, and then to the next column point, double click to have it placed. Then I'll continue to the next column point, double click to have it placed, pick that, double click here, pick here, double click here, pick here, double click, and then just continue that way. This is the right way to model foundation beam in Tekla Structural Designer. Now if I click on this column, now I cut across all of this column point and go straight away to this particular column point, double click right here to have this beam. So this is acting as a single beam, and this will give you the challenge that I just showed you. It will give you modeling error. All right, so as it is now, if I click on validate, now you see I'm having a red cross right here. Now if I get rid of this particular beam and I click on delete from here and then I click on validate again, you see I do not have any other validation error. But over here, all my beams are properly placed. So this is how you model your foundation beam. Let's continue to finish up the modeling. I click in this provision to activate the beams right here. So I continue. You have to click the first point, double click the second point to have the foundation beam placed successfully. Click the first point, double click the second point, just like this, to have the foundation beam placed or insert successfully. So we continue to model the foundation beam just like this, as this is the right way. Okay, we are good with these ones that we have modeled so far. All right, so now you need to check the beams. The beams are supposed to be, individual, single beams are not continuous beam, okay, from one column point to another. If all the beams are single beams, that is fine. Click on validate now, so you can see that we wouldn't have any red cross right in the validation status. Okay, now we are done with modeling, and this is how to correct that. I'll fix the challenges successfully. Now if I navigate to the 3D right here, this is my foundation beam. Now you have to ensure that before you carry out your foundation beam design, your superstructure must have been designed successfully. Okay, so if I navigate to this provision, I right click and I come to where I have review view. Okay, so you can see that the superstructure columns are being designed successfully. If I go to the full 3D view and then I navigate to these provisions of the review view, all right, so and I come to statute right here, you can see that all of the beams element and the columns as well have been designed. So you can see what is not designed yet is the foundation beam I just drawn successfully. So once you are okay with the foundation beam you've drawn, you just have to proceed, go to the design provisions, all right, navigate here straight away to the structural view, all right, and then under here you just use this option of design concrete statics. So just click in this provision. So this will design the foundation beam successfully. It will first of all carry out the analysis before the design will take place. So we take our time to look at the design and see how to produce the detailed drawings. All right, so now you can see that the foundation beam has been designed from here. So we wouldn't have any of the member failed. If I navigate to these provisions, you can now see that the foundation beam is now designed. If I select on this right click, you can click on the interactive design sections to actually see the U ratio generated for these beams, and here are the bar selections for the foundation beam successfully. You can see from here. Okay, at this point I want to show you how to create a detailed drawing for this foundation beam, just for the foundation beam. All right, just for the foundation beam. Over here we are having validation warning, meaning validation has not been carried out after the analysis and design of the foundation beam. So I'll click on the validate right there and everything is good. Now we proceed. So I will be navigating to the structural view right away. So here is the structural view. Okay, so now we go to draw right here. So you can quickly come to these provisions and do your settings and print your drawing, but if you do that, the detailed drawing will not be proper. For instance, if I click in these provisions and over here I have column as the variant, which are the current active drawings right here, I'll click in these provisions and make the concrete beams detail, okay, the active, and then I click on add here. So this first one I'll have to right click and then select it, click on remove from here, so I have only concrete beam. All right, after which I can come to the content here. So in this content you can see it is by groups because I want to print foundation beam, so I cannot use by group because I can't be able to identify my foundation beam if I should use by group. So I will click in this provision, I go by level. So now the beam I want to actually create details is at this ST based level, which is the foundation beam. I'll pull from here to this provision. So these are the foundation beam right here. Okay, so this is the beams I want to actually publish. I click on the OK options, after which I just proceed to click on the view drawings options right here. So in this provision I can set the scale, I can set also the text height, and these are the beam detail and configurations layers successfully. I click on OK option. So this will actually launch AutoCAD. and then move the detailed drawings to AutoCAD shortly, which I'm going to show you these drawings, how it looks, and then we'll proceed to do some settings that will make your drawings look somehow organized and more presentable. All right, so now over here, this is the foundation beam drawings, so you can see how the drawing is being presented. Okay, so this may not be the style you wish to use, and you can see the numbers of sections that has been cut. This has cut both the span and the support section successfully for all of the provisions, and then you have everything just like this. To me, this is not good, so I'll proceed to show you how to do the settings so you wouldn't have such kind of detailed drawings. Okay, now click on save to save this model, and then we will proceed to the drawings tab. Okay, this draw tab, and come to settings. We will be specifically working on the detail beams. Okay, so now over here you can see group beams, show numbers of beams in group, go to level. Okay, show span level. Okay, go to cross section. All right, so this is where you see all spans that has been cut. Okay, the option here is all span, so you have to click in these provisions and then choose first span option. All right, so now for position, support and span, all right, you have to choose only span, because that is what I want to cut. My sections, I want it to be only the span. All right, for the bar annotation, I will use standard instead of I struct. Okay, this is I struct. Okay, but I will use standard. All right, so this is very important. Display bar mark is important. You can check that as well. Come to the bar label. So this is the settings. This settings is very important. It's one of the challenges most designers have. Okay, so just follow this sequentially, and then you get it correct. All right, just the way I'm doing. So come to dimension provisions. All right, I think everything is good. Quantity, I don't have anything to change. Come to style, and then I want to underline the beam label. If I want it, I'll check. If I don't want it, I leave here. For the cross sections, I want it to restart sections label in each beam's line. Okay, and add beam name label as prefixed to sections label. All right, this is good. Just leave it the way it is. And then if you want to use this alphabet, or you want to use the number, you can choose which to use for your section in these provisions. Come to the longitudinal bar, draw bulbs as shifted. No, I don't want that. Okay, come to stirrup provisions. I think everything now is good. So once you are done with these few settings for the detailed drawings, just click on save option from here, yes option, after which click on the OK from here. So we need to recreate this drawing. Let's see how it's going to be, but before then, click on save to save this model. All right, so after you have saved this model successfully, you can navigate and validate this as well. Then come to the drawing tab. Now go straight away to the drawing management. So we still have the beams right here. This time around, we'll prefix this with 1 so that it will be different from the previous one we had. Okay, we prefix it with 1, and then we view the content. All right, so this is by group. We have to move everything to these provisions, and then you go by story, okay, or by level, so that we can be able to select this ST base, drag it to these other provisions to have it just like they. Click on the OK options, after which you proceed and click on view drawing. So over here you click on the OK options. So this will now view these drawings in AutoCAD. Now we have two drawings right here. This is the one that we have made settings to, so you can see the presentations of these drawings, how neat it is. If you come over to these provisions, this is the previous one that we actually produced. You can see how many sections that has been cut when we did not actually set the drawings styles. Okay, and this is the one that we have actually set the drawing styles and every other things, and you can see how neat the drawing is. Okay, so this is the foundation beam. We have actually created the detailed drawings successfully, and then we are able to also design and model it properly successfully. I believe you have learned one or two things in this video. Do not forget to like. Do not also forget to subscribe to our channel, Soft Freezing. If you want to join our masterclass to be pro in the use of these softwares, reach to us through one of our handles on our channel. Okay, and then check the description of this video. There are some templates that we have that can help you fast track your drawing, detailing, and presentations. We stop here and then see you in the next presentation. Have a great day. Bye for now.